welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today I am on my way to the post office. I apologize for the setup of the camera. I'm not in my car, as you all can see, but I did not feel like playing maneuver this morning in our driveway, so I just took my boyfriend's car because it's always the one that's at the end of the driveway. So I'm on my way to the post office. Like I said, I'm going to drop off some orders, and I wanted to bring you all with me so that I can provide a post office checklist. So for those of you that are in business, whether you sell hair or anything else, when you get up in the morning, you know, and you're ready, or I don't even know if you get up in the morning, you know, whenever you get up and whenever you go to the post office, there are some things that I would recommend checking over. So if you are interested in this post office checklist, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. Okay, so again, please forgive me if I look strange because I'm not in focus, and this is not typically how I make my videos, but I do have a few things to do today, so I'm just on the run. It's just a typical day. I would have preferred to just sit and talk to you all, but like I said, sometimes you just have to work on the go. So hold on, let me turn this corner. I didn't want the phone to fall. I thought it was. All right. So the first thing that I want to advise all of you to make sure before you leave out the door, and creating a checklist before you go to the post office is not a bad idea. Just like making sure that you have all of your items before you go to a meeting, or all of your items before you go to school, you know, making sure that you have everything ready. So the first thing that I would recommend you do is create a checklist and put hair/orders on the top of that checklist. I know that it sounds like duh, if you're going to the post office, of course you have to have your orders, but it's not always duh. I can't tell you how many times I've literally forgotten orders. I do wholesale orders, which are bulk orders. Every time we turn the corner, I get nervous, so I stop talking. But I do wholesale orders as far as bulk orders. And then I also do, I call them regular customer orders. So people that are just ordering to wear the hair. And then I also do like samples. And that could be for people that are wanting to wear the hair, people that are looking or interested in purchasing wholesale in the future, or people that do drop shipping. So sample orders, typically I package them in smaller envelopes because they're, you know, a lot of times people order the 4-inch weft samples, so they're just like smaller packages. And so I cannot tell you how many times I've forgotten to grab those packages before I had headed to the post office. So you really want to make sure that you're rechecking your orders. For me, what really helped me kind of cut down on forgetting some orders is putting my orders in a certain spot. I'm gonna park over here actually. Post office is right behind me. Okay, let's see if you can see me better. Okay, I think that's better. So what really helped me is making sure that my orders are in a certain spot before I get ready to go out the door. So that means all the orders. So I typically pack them from large to small. So if I have any wholesale boxes, I'll have those at the bottom, and just take everything and put it in the car. I can put it in a bag and put it in the car. But try to arrange help as well if you need help. Sometimes you'll have to make a few trips into the post office, which is definitely okay as long as you have time. But if you do need assistance with carrying orders, like if it was just a really, really busy sale or something like that, or if you just have a lot of orders, sometimes it's best to try to make arrangements for someone to be there to help. And so I've had times where I've had my boyfriend take orders to the post office for me as well. So just make sure that you have some kind of plan, but I would definitely put on my checklist to make sure that the hair and the orders are ready to go. Make sure that you have everything, because I cannot tell you again how many times I've gone to the post office and I had to go right back home because I forgot some orders, or I thought I was completely done with orders. I get home and I see a few more sample orders on my desk. And so make sure that all of your orders are in one spot and that you're not forgetting any orders to save you gas, time, and you know, convenience. Just make sure everything's ready to go. Also, make sure that you have business cards when you head to the post office. Sometimes I have my wholesale orders packaged, but they're not completely like taped up yet. I just kind of grab them and then I do the rest of the work in the car as far as putting the labels on the boxes, taping them up and putting my business cards inside. Make sure you have business cards in case you forgot to put business cards in the boxes when you're at home, or in case, a lot of times when I go into the post office, people are asking, you know, what do you do? What are those orders? And sometimes, you know, people are asking for business cards. If I tell them that I sell hair extensions, a lot of times people tell me, you know, I've been looking for a good hair extension company. I've been looking for this. I've been looking for that. And even though our city is very small, there's still people that don't know about Bad Chick Hair. There's still people that don't know that I sell hair. So have business cards on you, because if you're carrying orders, a lot of times it sparks interest, it sparks conversation, and people want to know what you do, which is a great way to segue your business into the conversation. I'm looking this way because I really wrote down a checklist this morning. I really wrote that down. So I'm like, I want to share this with them in case anyone else could find this useful. But I also wrote down shipping labels. So make sure that you have the labels already printed out and ready to go. If you're not going to print out the labels, then make sure that you can pull up your online store to get the shipping information for your customers immediately. It's really another reason why I use Shopify. I can just go to the Shopify app, look at my customers' information and write it out if I need to. Sometimes you'll have trouble with your printer. Sometimes you'll run out of ink and you still need to get those orders out. So sometimes you will have to manually write out the shipping labels. And so if that comes, if you have to do that, you know, just to make sure that everything's going to go smooth once you get in the post office, make sure that you have a easy way to pull up the shipping information, such as an app, or make sure that you have, you know, your labels already printed out and ready to go. The next thing that I recommend you have is extra tape. I always keep extra tape in my car or my boyfriend's car. Even if you have everything packaged, there have been times where I've had to unpackage the package and put it into a bigger box at the post office. And so you want to make sure, sometimes depending on who you get at the post office, they'll be more than happy to help with providing tape for you to repackage it, especially if they know that you are, you know, typically sending out orders through them daily, or if they know that if they just saw you unpackage your package, then a lot of them are nice enough to let you use their tape. But some people, you know, aren't. I've had experiences both ways where people at the post office have allowed me to use tape, and then others have been like, no, you're gonna have to purchase tape. We don't really, you know, we don't allow our customers to use tape. This is why it's for sale. So I keep tape in my car just in case. I have tape right here. I don't think I'm gonna have to use it today, but if I do, I don't have to pay for new tape. That can definitely add up, especially when you can get it for free offline. So I made a video about that too. I'll try to find that and link it below. Also make sure that you have pens. I have pens too. Keep pens in the car. You never know when you'll need a pen, why you'll need a pen. Sometimes if you go into the post office and you have to manually write out orders, there could be people that are already occupying the pens. You know, the pens at my post office typically have like this little chain attached to the table, and sometimes there's only like 4 or 5 pens, and a lot of times they're being used. So I always keep a pen just in case, so that I can keep my processes rolling and get out the post office and get on with my day. And then the next thing that you want to make sure that you have, which is something that I forget all the time, is your post office keys. I'm getting them out my pocket now. Okay, so I always forget to grab my post office keys. There was a time where I was leaving them in my purse, but for some reason when I go to the post office, it would be in a different bag that I chose to wear that day, if that makes sense. I don't know if you all can relate, but sometimes when you're switching up your purses or your bags, you can leave other stuff in the other bag. And so that happened to me. So I try to make sure that I definitely remind myself to get my post office keys, because I don't want to make multiple trips to the post office. I don't want to drop off packages and then, you know, later on have to come back and check my P.O. box and things like that. I actually have 2 P.O. boxes. I have one P.O. box that I've had for a very long time, and then I have the P.O. box that I'm using for my business, Bad Chick Hair. So I have 2 P.O. boxes. Make sure that you don't forget your P.O. box keys. If you can save time, if you can make sure that you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, getting everything done at the post office when you're there, that's going to save you so much time and convenience. And so I'm going to run in the post office now. It's very hot in this car, and I just need to get on with dropping off the orders. So I just wanted to come to you all with a video. Make sure that you are subscribed and make sure that your post notifications are on, because my goal is to make a video at least once a day. So this is the video today, just reminding everyone to create a checklist before you go into the post office. It may sound funny. It may sound like, oh, that's just common sense. You should already know to have this stuff. And I'm not saying that it's not common sense. I'm just saying that sometimes you can forget if you're not really reminding yourself. So these are the things that really help me. Again, we went over, make sure that you have your hair in your orders, all of your orders, put them in one spot so that it's easy to just get up, grab them, and go the next morning. Make sure that you have business cards in case, you know, you have potential customers or people that are interested in seeing your orders and they're like, hey, what do you do? That's a great way to segue your business into the conversation, and not even segue, but they asked you. It's a great way to expound or provide more information on your business. Also, make sure that you have shipping labels, whether they're printed out or whether you have to write them out. Make sure you have readily accessible information for your customers so that you can just pull it up and write out their shipping information without taking a lot of time. And then also make sure that you have extra tape, which I have right here. Keep it in your car. I keep one in my glove box, one in my boyfriend's glove box, and I keep tape at home, just so that if you get there and you have to repackage an order, put it in a different box, in case anything happens, you know, instead of you having to pay for tape because it can add up, you already have it here. And then make sure that you have your P.O. box keys. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or any other tips that you put on your checklist, be sure to leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.